Protecting children in Maryland from themselves.
Yeah, right now, Maryland leaders are discussing how the state should address teen sexting. They say with the changing times and technology, this is an issue that's become much more common.
But the question is, should it be criminal? Rachel Menitoff was at that hearing today. She's live for us in Annapolis to break it all down. Rachel?
Nicole and Rick, good evening. Right now, teenagers can be prosecuted for sending sexually explicit texts and selfies to one another. And now lawmakers have to decide whether to change this law to prevent teens from winding up in a courtroom. There are now 4 separate bills up for discussion here in Annapolis, all advocating for a change in Maryland's child pornography law. Lawmakers are responding to a case in which a 16-year-old girl was prosecuted for sending an explicit text to another teenager. After the ruling, the Court of Appeals asked lawmakers to rethink Maryland law. Why is it important to decriminalize teen sexting?
Because a lot of times I think they don't know what they're doing is wrong. And they're so young, and it's something that's done that's foolish on their part.
Senator Susan Lee is proposing one of the bills, which says if 2 minors are sexting, they can't be criminally prosecuted, but they can be civilly charged. And they would ultimately be required to participate in some sort of educational program, which would teach young people about the consequences of inappropriate messaging. Maryland hasn't changed its child pornography law since it was first introduced in the 1970s, and many lawmakers say it's now time to change that.
So the first issue is that it's not criminal. This shouldn't involve police. It shouldn't involve our judiciary system.
Senator Jeff Waldstreicher says many of his colleagues share the belief that discipline should be limited to the schools and a child's family, not necessarily the criminal justice system.
If this question were an easy one, we would have already solved it, or the court would have solved it for us.
So there are 2 bills in the House and 2 bills in the Senate, and I'm told that at some point there will be an opportunity to combine various elements from these different bills into one comprehensive bill. Lawmakers are hoping to pass something by the end of this legislative session. We're live in Annapolis tonight. I'm Rachel Menitoff for WJZ.